Hello and welcome to Bruce Springsteen Guitar Lessons. Hope you're all staying safe and well during these crazy times. Okay, so today's lesson is going to be Jackson Cage from the River. Thanks very much to patron Patrick Dennehy for the request. Be sure to follow to the end of the video as I'll be going through quite a few parts that aren't in the walkthrough. So what I'll do now is play the whole song through and you'll see tab appear on the screen and I'll come back and break down all the individual parts. See you in a bit. Hello and welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that walkthrough. So now what we're going to do is go through all the individual parts. Okay, so this song is in the key of C sharp minor. It's worth bearing in mind that I've seen him do some other live versions, say the 1980 live 10th version. He plays that in the key of D. And also I've seen him do it a few other times where he's played it with a capo on the 2nd fret. So I think he's playing it in B minor. Okay, but we'll do it in the original key of the River album version. Cool, so let's go through the chords first. So what we've got, C sharp minor. Okay, so root note A string 4 6 6 5 4. Okay, and then we've got A major. Now Bruce often plays it with a bar on the 2nd fret, so 0 2 2 2. So you're barring with the 1st fret there. Okay, and then we've got E major. That's 0 2 2 1 0 0. Okay, and then we've got F sharp minor over C sharp. Now in the song structure, which I'm also going to put up on the screen now, I've just simplified the song structure just for ease of reading really. So the chords, the F sharp minor and the G sharp minor are actually technically F sharp minor over C sharp and G sharp minor over D sharp. Okay, but in the tab, in the chord, in the song structure, I've just put it as F sharp minor and G sharp minor, just so it's easier to read. Okay, so don't forget, in the song structures will be in the description, and any chords that appear in brackets in the song structure, it just means there's however many bar chords in that particular bar. So hopefully that could be useful as well, just to get used to, you know, splitting up the song into sections and what bit goes where. Okay, so so that was C sharp minor, A major with a bar there, an E major, an F sharp minor. So here again, Bruce likes to do this kind of version of the chord a lot, to switch between. It makes it a lot easier to switch between open chords and kind of bar kind of chords. Okay, so you've got F sharp minor, C sharp, basically fret-wise, third finger 4th fret A string, little finger 4th fret D, and then bar the 2nd fret with your first finger on the G, the B, and the E strings. So that means you know it's quite easy to move them between your F sharp minor and kind of a barred A chord. It's really nice and sounds really cool. So it's F sharp minor over C sharp, and then we've got B major. So you can play the B's in this song in a lot of different ways. There's, again, like with a lot of Bruce songs, there's a lot of layers. It's quite difficult sometimes to hear exactly what's going on. I think what does happen a lot in live recordings is you've got, say, Susie on the acoustic playing basic chords, same with Patty, and then you've got Neil's doing something in one register of the guitar neck, then Stevie up using different chord voicings at another end of the neck. Bruce often kind of picks the chords a lot more than say the others, but it's worth kind of having a bit of a grasp, which I've kind of done in the walkthrough. As you've seen the walkthrough, I've played some of the other guitar parts in the bridge and the chorus especially, so it's worth kind of learning both versions. Now with the chords, the B chords here, so what you've got is, you know, say if you're playing it in a band, one of you could play B, so 2, 4, 4, 4 in terms of frets, and use your third finger to bar the B string. Okay, and in the picking section that you're going to do later, it's kind of a B add 11. If you wanted to, you could even arc your third finger to play the open E string if you wanted to. This is another option. Also in the kind of, I think I can hear something like this. I call it very kind of Foo Fighters-esque type chord. B sus4, which is what I think is happening, something like that in the second guitar part over the bridge when he does the A sus2. That's A sus2 actually. So 0, 2, 2, 0, 0. Play that with my third and fourth fingers, and then he's just doing this B sus4 chord. So the B sus4 is kind of like you're doing a B5 power chord, 2, 4, 4, and then open B, open E. So there's some really nice variations there. And then you've also got G sharp minor over D sharp. Okay, so again, same shape as our F sharp minor over C sharp, G sharp minor over D sharp. Okay, again, if you're more comfortable playing the bar chord, just play the bar chord. So G sharp minor or F sharp minor. Okay, so let's take a look at the intro section first. Okay, so what we've got chord-wise, you're just going to let the first 4 bars, it's just simple strumming here. You've got just C sharp minor, let that ring out for the whole bar, A major, same again, E major, same again, and then a strum of F sharp minor for 2 beats, 1, 2, and then the last 2 beats, play the A major. So those first 4 bars of the intro, while the kind of cool little organ riff is going on. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and now what I've suggested is this main kind of strumming pattern that we're going to be using for all of the verses. So that chord progression that we just did, 4-bar progression, we're going to be using it throughout all the verses. So first verse, second verse, third verse, pretty much all the same. Again, you might want to pick some of the chords as well. You don't have to use this strumming pattern all the time. I think it's something like this with maybe another guitar part layered over the top of it. So maybe some Bruce. If Bruce played it live, you might pick some of it to just give it a little bit more variation. Yeah. So this is the strumming pattern that I put on the tab. So what I think he's doing, or something like this, is going 2 crotchets or quarter notes for the first 2 beats. So 1, 2, and then kind of a ghost note or a softer note on the start of beat 3. So these are the next 4 strums are going to be quavers or eighth notes. So if I just did it without the ghost note, you'd have this 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. But then just hit that third strum slightly softer. So 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. It just works really well with this track, okay? So that's 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. Or down, 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 up, down, up. Cool, and just do that for the 4-bar phrase in the verses, okay? So each verse has C sharp minor, A major, E major. Okay, so it's that same 4-bar phrase. You're going to do it twice for each verse. And then in that F sharp minor to A, what I suggest is just doing the classic strumming pattern that Bruce uses a lot, which is down, down, up, down, down, up. So half a bar of each chord, 1 crotchet or quarter note, 1, 2 quavers or eighth notes, so 1, 2 and, then A major, 3, 4 and. Okay, so I'm just going to play you those 4 bars of the verses and also the second half of the intro. Okay, so in fact, I'll do the whole of the intro first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 4 and 1. And then just continue those last 4 bars for the verses. Okay, so that is the intro and the verses done. Okay, so now what we'll do is go through the bridge section. So it's a really cool picking pattern I heard when listening to this song and kind of dissecting it a little bit more. So we're going to go through that, but we'll just go through the chords first. In the video, if you notice, I kind of played both parts. So the first bridge and the first chorus, I played the kind of what I think is the second guitar part. And then for the rest of the song in that walkthrough, I played the main guitar part. So we'll go through both parts. So chord-wise first, in the song structure I've put B add 11. That's kind of implied with this kind of picking pattern that we're going to be doing. But the main guitars can just get away with doing a normal B chord, okay? So what we're going to do is look for the chords in the bridge section. So again, all the bridges are pretty much the same to the structure. You've got A major, B major, C sharp minor, A, and then A, B, then A, and then B. So 8 bars, and it's exactly the same for the first bridge, second bridge, and third bridge. Okay, so again with the same strumming pattern that we've just done for the verses. So 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 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 2, 3 and 4 and. Cool, so then you've got this really nice kind of picking pattern. You can kind of hear, if you listen to it close on the record, it sounds really nice. So let's go through that. So again, if you go back to the walkthrough, don't forget you can slow down any YouTube video by clicking on the cog icon in bottom right hand corner. So if, you know, over this picking part, you might want to slow that down a little bit, see if you can play along. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do an A sus2 chord. This is the kind of the second guitar part in the bridge sections, okay? So you've got 1 crotchet or quarter note, so 1, and then you're going to strum it again, which is a quaver or eighth note, so 1, 2, and what I'm doing here is really doing this down, down, up, down, up pattern that we've done so many times in different videos, but with picking as well. So you're going to do this 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and down, down, upstroke on the E, upstroke on the B, downstroke on the G, upstroke on the B. So down, down, up, down, up. And do the same thing now. So slide those 2 fingers up. You see I'm using my ring and my pinky fingers there. Slide that up to the B sus4 and do the same thing. Now I suggest doing a kind of C sharp minor chord, but maybe have the open E string ringing. Still a C sharp minor. Do the same thing. A sus2, and then move these 3rd and 4th fingers to the G and the B string and do this kind of picking pattern. So you're going to go G, B and E twice, alternate picking with your right hand. So down, up, down, up, down, up, and then hit the G and B strings. Okay, so down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, all the same length. So quavers or eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then move that up 2 frets. So this is why I put in the song structure B add 11, because it kind of in combination with the B and this E string, it's got a kind of B add 11 sound. It sounds really awesome. So you got this down, up, down, and then up stroke on the 4th fret B string. So this is the B add 11 chord. So bar 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the bridge. Okay, so 1 and 2 and okay, so I've done G, B, E, B, and then hit the 2nd fret, the 1st finger E string, and then open E string, then downstroke B string, and the G string. Really cool picking pattern. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. It's really cool. Again, you could well be playing it somewhere else, somewhere else up the neck, but this works really nicely. And then do that A major kind of picking bar that we did before. And just do the same thing now, but then just move it up 2 frets without that kind of extra bit. And that just works really well over the kind of normal bar chords. Okay, so I'll just play the whole of the bridge section. So B sus4, C sharp minor, A sus2, then drop those to the G and the B strings, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Oops, that bit here again, down, up, 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 down, up. Play those last 4 bars again. So this is a nice little melodic part to go over the chords in the bridge section. Okay, so let's take a look at what's going on in the first chorus. Okay, so we're going to go through both parts that I show you in the video. So if you watch the walkthrough, you notice in the first chorus I'm kind of doing the kind of second guitar part, and then for the second and third chorus I'm kind of going through what I think is the kind of the standard kind of chords and rhythm. Okay, so let's go through kind of the main chords and rhythm to start with. Okay, so what you've got, this is classic down, down, up, down, up pattern. So that's 1 crotchet or quarter note, 6 quavers or 8th notes, and then one of them is tied on the first half of beat 3. So that strumming pattern again is down, down, up, down, up. Bruce uses this all the time, and same with hundreds of thousands of other artists as well. So this is going to be, you're going to do that strumming pattern for the first 4 bars. So you've got E major, C sharp minor, G sharp minor for 2 bars. And then you're actually going to carry on with that strumming pattern for an A, but right at the end of the bar, you're going to play an E. So you've got this, down, down, up, down, up. Now the next bar, you're going to do down, down, up, down, down, up. So that's 1 crotchet or quarter note, 2 quavers or 8th notes, and then you're doing that twice. So it's down, down, up with a strumming hand. And then you're going to do this, E to B. And so that B is on the upstroke. So 1, 2, and 3, 4, and at the end of this bar, you've got A major. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. Okay. So in the song structure, I've just put it as an E and a B. I'm not kind of counting the ones at the end of the bar, just to make it slightly easier to read on the song structure. But yeah, those last 2 bars are bars 5 and 6 of the first chorus. Okay, so I just play those last 2 bars of the first chorus, bars 5 and 6 of the first chorus. A major, E major, B. Okay, and then you're going to repeat those 2 bars, yeah? Cool. Now with this bar with the A and the E at the end, you're just going to replace it for this next bar with a C sharp minor. So you're going to do A major. Okay, so this is bar 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so bar 9, the first chorus. So A major, C sharp minor, and the next bar you got this this kind of down, down, up pattern again, but with C sharp minor and then the A on the and 2. So 1, 2 and 3, 4 and B major, normal strumming pattern, down, down, up, down, up. Then you've got E major, let it ring out for the whole bar. Okay, this is kind of almost sort of setting yourself up. There's a bit more organ these next 2 bars for the next, so the second verse. And for B major, you're going to go 1, 2 and 3, 4. So down, up, down. Cool, so I'll just go through the whole of the kind of first chorus. Again, there's lots of layers with a lot of Bruce songs, so you can play around with that and maybe pick some of the chords if you prefer. Cool, so this is a nice kind of structure of the song. So E major, first chorus, so C sharp minor, G sharp minor for 2 bars, A major, E, B, A, E, B, A, C sharp minor, B, E, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3. Cool, and now what we'll do, this is when you listen to the track, there's a really cool little picking part that's going on behind it. And this may well be Stevie doing some of this stuff, as if often with Bruce is, Bruce might be playing, with a capo or playing open chords, and then Stevie is often playing these kind of broken bar chords, so what we call E-shaped bar chords, just to thicken out the sound and kind of, you can hear that kind of massive wall of sound that's going on. Okay, so you've got E major to start with, okay, and I'm going to get you to play this kind of arpeggiated. So that's what that squiggly line is on the tab. 1, 2 and 3, 4. That's E major A-shaped bar chord, so 7, 9, 9, 9, 7. 1, 2 and 3, 4, and then C sharp minor. Okay, you can either do it with a bar or without the bar. So that'll be 11, 11, 9, 9, 9. And then 1 strum on the the G sharp minor, and then hit the D string 13th fret, then G string 13th fret, and then 13th fret D. And I think he's doing some sort of hammer on. So taking your middle finger off temporarily on this G sharp minor. So just chord notes again, 11, 13, 13, 12, 11. Imagine an A minor shape, but up here. So 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and. Take your middle finger off, hammer on, 11 to 12. Take your middle finger off, pick the 11th fret, then 13th fret G, and then 2 hits on the 13th fret D. He does actually, I think, vary this up maybe later in this song, but this is pretty much what he's doing. You might play around with that pattern. Again, feel free to play around with that pattern later on. So these 2 bars that go over the G sharp minor go 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4. So a little bit fiddly, but really adds some sort of melody to the normal chords. And then you got this kind of 1, 2 and 3, 4. So it's A major, broken kind of chord, 7, 7, 6, 5, 5. Root note on the A string, 1, 2 and 3, 4, and then E major at the end of 4, then E, B, A, E, B, A, C sharp minor. So this last bar here, so where are we? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bar 10 suggests it going down, up, down, down, up, with the C sharp minor to the A. And then with the B, down, 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 up, down, up. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and then E major. And then B. The idea is that, combined with the open chord that the other guitarist will be doing, and that B, with that B, helps it to kind of thicken the sound, okay? So this is kind of what I think is roughly going on with the kind of second guitar part. Again, this may well be a few more guitars on the recording, extra kind of, when they play it live, they probably have Susie or Patty playing the acoustic as well to add that extra bit of depth to it. I recorded a little bit of acoustic in the backing track that you can hear on the walkthrough as well. Okay, so I'll just play that kind of second guitar in the first chorus. So you got 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3 and 4, and 1, 2 and 3 and 4, 2 and 3, 4, E, B, A, E, B, A, C sharp minor, B, E, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3, 4. Okay, so let's take a look at the second chorus. Okay, so the second chorus is very similar to the first chorus. The first 11 bars are the same, so that 11th bar is that B chord. Now in the first chorus you went 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 and for bars 12 and 13. The second chorus, you're simply going to, after that B chord, you're just going to go down, down, up, down, down, up. Okay, and that sets you up nicely for the kind of harmonica solo. Okay, so that's the second chorus. So what we'll do is we'll then now go on to the harmonica solo. So let's go through the chords first. So really what we've got, nice and simple, A major, E major for 2 bars, so 2 bars of A, 2 bars of E, another 2 bars of A, and then again we've got that E at the end of the bar, so this is the end of bar 6 of the harmonica solo, then to the E and then that to that B bar, and then you've got this kind of A kind of build up, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so some of these bars you've seen, a lot of these bars you've seen in the verses and kind of choruses before. So I just play that whole harmonica solo. So you've got 2 bars of A, 2 bars of E, 2 bars of A, at the second bar of that A, you've got the E at the end, and then you've got E, then B, 2 bars of A. So you've got A major, E major, A major, E, B, A, nice build up, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So those last 2 bars of A, the first one, start off with a crotchet or quarter note, then 6 quavers or 8th notes. So 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and then kind of build up the dynamics as well. And then another 8 quavers, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Cool, now, although I forgot to put this on the backing track, although I have updated it for patrons, basically there's this really cool kind of guitar part that I noticed when listening to it the other day that's going over the top. Okay, so this kind of little riffs would be quite cool to go through these riffs in the harmonica solo, so over those chords we've just done. So what's happening is kind of you've got this kind of Rolling Stones kind of type shape that they use all the time, and Stevie uses it a lot, so it may well be Stevie doing this part. 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3, 4. Okay, cool. So what's happening is I start off bar the 9th fret on the D, the G, and then the B strings, but then your middle finger is playing the 10th fret of the B string. So 10, 9, 9, 10. But then what's happening straight away is a grace note hammer-on. So you're going, so you hear this split second 9th fret on that D, and then you're hammering onto the 11th fret. So timing wise, it's going like this: 1, 2 and 3, and then once you've played that first note with the hammer on, you just play 2 more strums on the 11, 9, 10th fret. So it's also kind of all right now shape, similar to that. Okay, so you got this 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3, 4. Okay, and then it's something like this: a pull off 10 to 9 on the B, and then 9, 9 on the G, and then 9 on the D. Do that twice. Then you're going to do that kind of chord bit again with the hammer on. 1, 2 and 3, 4. And it sounds like he's doing 4 in a row here for this next bit. Crotchet. So 1, 2, 3, 4 with the hammers on, hammering on. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then E major, bar chord. 1, 2, B major, up, down. Then up, down with the A major. So timing wise for those last 2 bars, 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2. Let that ring out, and then he's kind of doing the kind of chord. I think it sounds really nice, kind of arpeggiated again. You see the squiggly line on the tab, which means kind of separate the strings out a little bit more. So again, that last chord is basically the one that you've been hammering on to, but with the 9th fret E string as well. So bar, here what I'm doing, 0, open A string, 11th fret, D, first finger, 9th fret, G, B and the E strings it's barring, then middle finger, 10th fret, B. So basically this is another voicing of an A major chord. Okay, so just play again, so you can play around with kind of these kind of lead parts and also the kind of chords that you're hearing as well, that we've just gone through as well. So again, same structure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah, 9 bars of the harmonica solo. So 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a cool little part and adds that nice little element to it as well. Cool, so what we can do now is go through the kind of final chorus, okay? Okay, so this is a really nice, it's got a bar of 2/4 in it as well. So what we've got pretty much starts off the same. The first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bars are pretty much the same as your previous choruses. So just kind of recap that. So we've got E major, C sharp minor, G sharp minor, then A, E, B, A, E, B, A. Now instead of going to the C sharp minor that you've had in the previous choruses, it cleverly goes to the E, but only for 2 beats, okay? So this is kind of bar, I think this is bar 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is bar 9 going into bar 10. So bar 10 is a bar of 2/4. So you've got down, down, up, down, and 1, 2, and. So this bar 10 is going down, down, up. So 1 crotchet or quarter note, 2 quavers, 1, 2, and. So kind of really kind of cool little rhythm change there in terms of the time signature. Because we've been on 4/4, 4 beats in a bar, and then it goes randomly to 2 beats in a bar, just to kind of catch you off guard, and then go back into 4/4. So those last 2 bars, bars 9 and 10 of the third chorus, you've got A major, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So bars 11 and 12, you've just got that nice kind of build-up bar with the A major, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. We've had before in the harmonica solo, the penultimate bar of the harmonica solo, and do the same thing but with the B major chord, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Cool, and then you've got this kind of really cool ending, E major straight to A major, goes 1 and 2, 3, 4, and then finish on an E chord, okay? So it's quite cool, again, great classic song. I remember seeing this in Chicago on the River Tour, really awesome. Okay, so you've got, let's go through the whole of the third chorus. Okay, so you've got E major, C sharp minor, G sharp minor for 2 bars, A major, E, B, A, E, B, A, E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool, so that's pretty much all the parts. Have fun doing this one. Did a lot of sort of organ and things like that on the backing track. Again, if you want any backing tracks, PDFs, or do any requests, head over to Patreon. Obviously different things are in different tiers there or on Patreon, so if any requests go onto the Bruce Legend tier. But yeah, if you need any of the tabs, guitar profiles, head over to patreon.com/Bruce Springsteen Guitar. Or send me any comments below if you need any questions or help, or send me an email at james@jsmusical.co.uk. if you need, or Bruce Springsteen guitar at gmail.com if you need any help with anything. Cool. Okay, so that's all the parts. Again, thanks very much to Patrick, Patron Patrick, for the request. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a big thumbs up and put any comments in the comment section below. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Cheers, bye.